Right, we have a little project. So this currently is just my mountain bike, but I'm going to use it as my winter bikepacking touring bike. But first job, these forks are getting replaced because these weigh an absolute ton, and I'm getting a set of rigid mountain bike forks, carbon fibre ones, which are probably about 1.5 kilos lighter. Don't really require the suspension when I've got the big tyres. Whether I'm keeping these tyres or I'm going to get some that are more suitable for road and off-road. These are more just for off-road. So, but yeah, what I'll do is I'll just do like this video, and then as I'm going along when I do my changes, I will add them in. But that rack might be changed, I don't know yet, but I can get a pannier bag on. It's not that heavy, but this bike is quite a heavy bike. I've got the Confucius bars, are the Alpkit ones, so I haven't tried them with my front bag yet, but that will be happening. But yeah, the first job is replacing these forks. I've got them coming. Yeah, so you all know Ian from our trips. He's recommended these carbon fibre mountain bike. So basically they'll be similar to these, but just carbon fibre and much lighter. But I've had these grips on for a while now. It has got a bit of luxury. It has a dropper post on this one. Yeah, I'll bring you back once I start doing the front forks, and but I want to strip a few things off just to make it a bit lighter, to put it in my bike holder to do the work on it. So I've got my third hand, as if makes life much easier. But yeah, we'll bring you back. So that is the new forks, carbon fibre with alloy. So we need to strip off what's on this bike, as in this stuff, and put it on that fork. But first job, I'm going to swap these forks out, because handlebars, sorry. I'm just going to put me normal flat ones that I've got that were on the bike, and I've got a little extension piece like I have on the other bike, just so I can swap the stuff like for like for different trips. Obviously these have got the bigger tyres on, whether these tyres are staying or not, because these are quite a heavy tyre. I think they're about 1.3 kilo or something. So yeah, I might be getting some slightly, I think these are 2.25 or 2.3 maybe even more. So I might be looking just to reduce those a little, but I'm going to swap these bars out. So I'll get these off, put the other bars on, and then I'll do the forks as well, get that done. Lightly tighten these up for now until I'm ready they're in the right place. I don't think they are, and the grips are the same. I just want a little for now, and I'll go back to them. One more thing to fit, which is I have a dropper post seat on this one, which is handy for storing it, stuff like that, because you can drop it. Right, I'm going to take the wheels off it, put this front caliper to take off, and then I'll drop these forks, but I've got to make sure I've got them exactly right. I've got 3 washers on here, and then when I take this cap off, it's probably just down maybe a centimetre or so, which is what I want on the new forks. So these will probably have to be cut, but I've got to make sure everything fits sweet in here, so we'll bring you back. So there is the star nut on the old forks. I've got these held together now, so when I lift this off, it doesn't just drop straight out. It's gonna get held by that. But yeah, I've got to put a new star nut in the new forks, but yeah, all's good for now. Right, I've just dropped the forks. The 3 rings I've kept. They're in my tin here. Got to take this top stuff off, and it's got to go back on exactly the same. So top, I'll stack it as it should be on here. So this is like a washer that I need to get off. Problem I've got is the handlebars. I'll have to try and hold these up somehow out of the way while I drop the forks. So I've got this top washer, I've got this plastic one. Let's put that inside that one. These will all need a clean and re-lubed. And then I've got my bearings. I can leave them in for now. Alright, and I've also got a bearing there that's dropped out of this one up there, and some more washers, but I need this little one off here to go on down there. Right, let's get the forks off. And what didn't I do? I haven't took this caliper off yet, so I'll do that now. Yeah, so these are the forks that come with the bike. Basically, they're telling you not to use them for downhill, free ride downhill, dirt jumping or any hard riding. So what is the point of having them on if they're no good for this? And these are Suntour ones, but I'll have to wear them. I want to wear them because they are quite heavy. Wow, 2.5 kilos. The new ones are less than 1 kilo, so I'll be losing 1.5 kilos in weight. And I'm obviously, this has shock forks, but as it says on there, they're no good for anything, so I'm going to have rigid ones, but they've got a bit of flex in these, so and with the bigger tyres it'll be fine. So we've hit a bit of a stumbling block. As you can see, the forks I took out are on a straight. These are tapered, which we knew were tapered, but because if you look at the top there, that's narrower and that's wider, so we assumed the forks, me and him, because we discussed it, that they would be tapered forks, but clearly they've put straight forks in, probably had a batch of them cheap, and they've put like a reducer on the crown ring, which is fine for that one, but as on that one it does not fit, so I'll have to order a one that fits for this size here before I can offer them up to the frame, because clearly they're the wrong size. So yeah, well, that'll put a stop to today's work until I can order something and get that in, so we'll bring you back once we get the parts. We're back on with these forks again. Just going to stick some grease in the bearing cup, just a little bit. to do the underside now. I've got the forks in and they're bungeed so they can't drop off. Put this that goes to the bearing there like that. This one goes on like so, and this is the dust cap type thing, followed by the spacers, and then the bars. Here we go. All right, I'm just gonna tighten up a little bit just so the forks pull up slightly, but I can't find me right. I can take this off now. Yeah, so they run nice and free. Okay, so that's it all fitted up. The new forks, I've just got to tighten the brakes up, but yeah, very neat. I've just put a zip tie on the brake cable just to keep that into place. It wants to probably go round just a little, but yeah, much lighter. What I'll do is I'm going to weigh the bike as it is, see what it's coming back at. Right, I've just weighed it. It's about 13.75 kilos, so you know, I shaved probably 1.5 kilos off just with the changing of the forks. So yeah, this will be used for sort of winter or rougher weather bike camping when the paths are a bit iffy. Right, let's finish off the brakes. So this is my sort of winter rough weather bikepacking bike from now on. There's the forks all sorted. I've added a little mudguard on. Everything's zip tied on because you can't clearly can't screw into these forks, and there's no holes for anything, for mounting anything, so it's just the way it is. But yeah, I've got all the bags off the other bike that I normally use. I'm going to be taking the 2 panniers on this one. I could use the rucksack, but you get more in these. I've got a bit of a makeshift mudguard here. It's a bit of plastic insert I had just on the rack, so that'll stop any crap getting up here. Put a bracket on for a light. I've got one bottle holder. I might put another one, just zip tie them on. I've pinched that off my other bike, and obviously that's for my GoPro, and I'll put the other one on. I haven't got that on at the moment, but yeah, looking quite nice. Right, now that I know all the bags fit and everything, I'll be taking these off. I'm going to go out for a little ride and just make sure these forks are bedded in. I might need to adjust, tighten, just to make sure everything's good before our trip, which we will be doing in a few weeks' time. 10 days. We're going to try and do that Bridgewater Canal that we never managed to do from Warrington around the Rochdale and so forth towards Huddersfield. But yeah, that's the plan anyhow. We've booked the trains, but yeah. Anyhow, we'll go out for a little spin and then just make sure everything's good. We're out. We're going to give this bike a good test. Make sure these forks are bedded in and nip up if I need to, but it's a bit cold, it's a bit blowy. Yeah, summer's gone. A little bit of blue sky, yeah. We'll try and find it. All is performing okay. I've done a few sharp stops, make sure they're not rocking. That all seems very good. Got it a bit cloudy as well, but yeah, I've had a bit of rain yesterday, so it's extremely wet underfoot in these woods. But I'll crack on, do some more testing. So far, all is good. I've got a couple of rattles, but I think I've got some internal cables that run through the frame. Every time you pull the brake, they clatter on the inside. It's so much like hard work stripping them down at the moment. So see how annoying they get before and if they get removed and replaced with just externals. That's us back, everything seems okay. A few rattles, but I think it's coming this one, and there's another one this side. You can hear them when you pull them like that, ultra annoying. But apart from that, everything seems good. Mudguards seem okay. That one's a bit low there, but there's nothing I can really do. Maybe just cut a piece out of that, just so it's not too far over interfering with any crap, that sort of. But apart from that, we're all set for using this bike on those wet, muddy towpaths. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you out very soon.